Hello, Patreon subscribers.
We love you.
You're the best. And that's why, for the first month of 2017, all
2018. Wrong year.
We're screwed. We're doing it live.
I don't want to go back to 2017.
No, 2017's been really rough. For the first month of 2018, every single one of our Cancel Too Soon regular weekly episodes will be curated by you. Every single episode in the month of January will be decided via a Patreon poll, and you're a Patreon subscriber, you get to choose. First poll, first week, that's where we're at right now. It's a poll we call Sitcom Sit. Good dog.
Woof.
All of these shows are sitcoms. So,
we should perhaps also say that not only are we having all polls throughout the entire month of January of 2018, but every single show...
most.
Well, I guess not every single one, but almost every single one of the shows on every single one of the polls is a contribution from you, the dear listeners, who went to our Amazon page and decided to contribute. We have a pile, we need to get to it, and we're going to.
That's right. To fill out a couple of the polls, just so everything is thematic, there's a few that we've got that we can sort of add to the pile. But the vast majority of all of these options have been chosen by listeners of Cancel Too Soon who are very good and very kind, and they donated to the library. We have so many. Again, it will take us a couple of years just to get through the donations. That we apologize if we haven't gotten to yours yet. But let's get started. So the first poll for 2018 is nothing but sitcoms. What have we got?
We have Kitchen Confidential.
This is a sitcom starring Bradley Cooper as a kitchen.
Not at all to do with the film Burnt, from what I understand.
Yep, bit of a coincidence.
Just a coincidence. But yeah, this is kind of an Anthony Bourdain, Gordon Ramsay sort of inspired sitcom thing about a mean chef and the shenanigans he inspires.
And it co-stars Nicholas Brendan. I think, is that John Cho in this? God damn.
Maybe so.
God damn. And it's from the executive producer of Sex and the City. This was actually a reasonably critically successful show. Just no one watched it, and obviously someone liked it enough to send it in. So that's option one. What's option number two?
Option number two. Gikup.
Yeah, good old Gikup. It actually stands for Good Christian Bitches.
I'm guessing they didn't want to say bitch in a show's title.
Don't trust the bee in Apartment 23, that kind of thing. But this had a great cast. This had Kristen Chenoweth in it. It's also from the creator of Sex and the City.
So they just couldn't get their crap together for a second hit.
But it's also got Annie Potts, Leslie Bibb, and obviously it's sort of subversive about the whole Christianity thing, which is making the news lately.
Christianity's making the news.
Oh yeah, everyone's
talking about it.
Yeah,
that Jesus fellow, he's really making it. He's going places.
It's a new thing. But yeah, we've had a lot of requests for this one as well, and again, someone very kind enough to send it in. So thank you very much. What's our next option?
Oh wait, that's also GCB.
We have two copies of that for some reason.
I grabbed the wrong one. This one.
All right, here we go.
Here's the one starring me.
Yeah, this is a really, really weird situation in which there is a character on the show who apparently looks just like Whitney Seibel.
The star of Worst Week, this guy here, I'll leave him, the naked one. I remember when they had billboards for this one, and the advertising image they chose was this guy naked with like a sheet draped across his crotch,
Good
kind of smiling, and he looked a lot like me, but his body is better than mine.
Yeah.
So I just like to say that was me, that I starred in Worst Week. So it's very personal for me, even though I haven't seen a frame of this show.
So it's about a guy who's trying to win over his girlfriend's parents, is my understanding, and it goes badly, presumably every week. That, or it all takes place over the course of 1 week, which is very bad.
I hope it's the latter. I hope it's a 24 situation where they kind of compress the time, but, we'll see.
And it was based off of a British sitcom called The Worst Week of My Life. So, again, another recommendation, another donation. Thank you very much.
And fourth.
No.
Oh, no, it's really...
Charlie Hoover.
Charlie Hoover, and not They Came From Outer Space.
We'll get to They Came From Outer Space eventually, but once we discovered the existence of Charlie Hoover, it became something kind of important to us. We were able to track it down. Charlie Hoover is a sitcom from the early 90s about a guy with an imaginary friend, and his imaginary friend is like a 1 foot tall Sam Kinison.
Yeah.
Actually Sam Kinison.
Like
co-stars in the show.
They use like video toaster effects to shrink him. It's not like Imaginary. Well, I guess it is just like Imaginary Mary.
Yeah, but with Sam Kinison yelling mostly. It's one of those shows that's notorious amongst people who've heard about it, but most people haven't heard about it.
So we're going to spread the gospel of Charlie Hoover if you vote for it.
Absolutely. So those are your options. Sorry about the They Came from Outer Space tease. I didn't know you were going to do it like that.
Yep.
You jerk.
I thought I'd tease you. As you know, we now have They Came from Outer Space.
And we'll get to it eventually, because I was a big fan of They Came from Outer Space when I was a kid.
You're just a Dean Cameron fan.
I'm a huge Dean Cameron fan.
Who's not a Dean
He was my
Cameron fan?
god. Between Ski School, Rockula, and Summer School, there was no one else.
And what else? That's kind of it.
Does it matter?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
No, he's been around.
He's been around. He's been in a lot of stuff. He was in They Came from Outer Space. Anyway, so those are your options. I'll put a list of them in the posting on the Patreon page. Make sure you leave a comment on the Patreon page, not the YouTube page. I've seen a couple people do that. And just in your comments, make sure you're very clear about which one you're voting for. But by all means, talk about all of them. Share your memories of them. Why the one you're voting for is the one everyone should vote for. Have a conversation. Have a good long debate.
We request that you debate over this. So anyway, to recap.
Yeah.
Charlie Hoover. Worst Week, GCB, and Kitchen Confidential.
And vote quickly, because we need to watch this for like next week.
Yeah.
So we will not.
Some of these aren't short.
So whichever one, we'll give it definitely 24 hours. If it feels like we need another 48 hours to give more people an opportunity to vote, we'll give it 48 hours. But this is going to have to be a quick one. The others, you'll have more time, as you'll see, because we're going to post them pretty soon. So stick around for the next poll. Stick around for more awesome stuff on our Patreon page, and Cancel Too Soon, the podcast, and all that good times.
Bye.